Okay, I'm Nikos Dukas. Yes. I see Unity, so I'm already scared. Well, first of all, there's like no information for me here, so I have to just guess what I have to do. The back button should not be here. It should be like around here or here. Because all the information's on the left, the new window is on the right. So the back button should be in the new window. What's the nuke? City. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like getting the hang of this, but there's still not much information. I was just thrown into this screen without knowing, do I have to pay for these cards? Can I just choose all of them? Should I not choose this one because I don't think any of these will happen? So should I not choose one of these or not? Yeah, it tells me to choose a card, but I have no idea. Do I have to pay for the card? Should I not choose a card? Should I choose all the cards? Okay. Yeah. Okay, now there's the information. Your cards show up when they activate, okay. Middle fans, it's your 2. You get arena buzz from cards, that's my score, okay. 0 points. Cheers when follow your fan team cheers and shouts down to opposing team. That's right, okay. And there's me.
We've got Ensign Vitality here on Nuke to start it off with. That's going to be wonderful. I really look forward to this game. And they're rushing right into the A bomb side.
The game itself is too small.
It's going to be Alex going down next as Sergey picks up
Okay.
opening kills onto the bomb site. That's going to create a lot of space. They got that smoke down for the bomb plant as well. This is looking great right now.
Yeah, but Zaiwu on the flank, he's got to do something. He's dropped.
Yeah, the screen itself, the game screen is too small.
With 3 players defined, this defense is going to be hard pressed to make it work. Another smoke.
You can take like at least 3 rows of the fans away.
Inside the site. That is the pistol round.
Because I know I'm here to do the game in itself, and I want to do it, but I still want to see the game when I'm watching the game. So maximizing the game screen itself would be nice.
It's a bit cruel, isn't it? I think it's a bit
Not like full screen because there has to be the fan interaction, but it doesn't have to be this large.
Worked out really well, so I guess we can give him that.
Yeah, he should get 2 spinning headshot entries from Sergey.
It's not bad at all. How are you doing, Moses? Now, we get time now. How's
Yeah.
everything been? It's been a good day?
10 seconds. It's been a, well, you know, I haven't done much. I woke up at let's say about 1:30. I set my alarm for, so it was tough.
All right.
Difficult to meet those expectations.
Yeah, really, I can tell. Your life is difficult.
It was a stressful morning.
Well, I'm glad you woke up early, got that out of your system, and you're ready now. That's really what's important here.
Yeah.
Second round going to be starting, and we've got Mac 10s and AKs. French seem to love the
Okay, so these are the tiers I can do to push them to the right, I think.
Ariel going to be rushing right down, ready in case anyone wanted to follow him. Which seems
Right now, the whole of the screen is like
got some CCs and some
has like a blue hue.
on the Vitality.
I don't know if that's because of the program or the screen settings itself, but if it is because of the program, I don't know why I would want to watch like a blue version of the game.
You really want to get something out of this buy. A couple kills, obviously turning it into a win would somehow be miraculous, would be magical. Apex close up to the door. I don't know. I don't think they have the information that someone is actually downstairs on the end side of things.
No, they might not know. It feels like they're a little bit confused at the moment, but
Ariel's in vents, so I mean, at any one point, he can cause a lot of havoc, and he definitely is a great pivot point for ENCE to utilize on this offense.
Like as much as I can see, all of this is like choose
That's the map.
bets before the round, but there's no active betting. So there's no
just spending a bit of time here,
like if
hoping for a mistake. Right?
4 people die and it's a 1v5,
Trying to figure out what
there's no way for me to choose, okay, they will not win the 1v5 or they will win the 1v5
event player. Oh, the timing for Saibu, but
or the 2v3, 2v4.
critical. And
That would be
Apex
like
so
great, in my opinion,
up the map quite nicely for the Finnish side.
because doing things live makes you feel like a part of it. Doing things beforehand is just like normal betting.
Too much.
Yeah, it is.
It's like passive betting, not active betting.
Would love to find second. There's Alex. One of MBK can win this fight. All of a sudden, there'd be a chance, but Alex is stuck inside the bomb site. They're both forced into an attack, an awkward fight. A second round for ENCE. Yeah, it wasn't real close. Look at that HP.
The fan cheers, etc., are taking away from the casters.
He would have got the free kill, and I don't know, a lot could have changed. But it's still going to be 2-0 in favor of the T side. And we'll see. A lot of the HEs, 5 HEs. I'm a big fan of this.
How are you doing, Sir Anders? You good? You had a good morning?
I'm doing really well. I feel like
6 there first. Next thing I can check my cards again. There's still no new cards or anything. In the opponents. No, now it's gonna be a bomb explode win. Because they might be able to buy this round. Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
I've just had a good time. I
Okay.
gym. I actually saw Apex at the gym. So
They are not buying, so it's not gonna be a bomb explode win.
as well. It's all good.
Love that.
Because there's no reason for them to save.
Above his namesake, gonna find himself a kill with the MAC-10 at long range. Those nades didn't do anything. The results, the idea was there. We like the idea. The result and the consequences from those 5 nades, not really.
Like the fan claps, the fan cheer. I don't know if that's from the arena or from the program, but
They're bullying him. They're all
that's taking away from the casters. I can't hear them at some points because they're shouting over them.
Well, they know he's dinked at least. So
And I know this is all a part of the game, but I'm still here to watch the game.
there with the CC, the
I want to interact during the game like I am, but the main point is still the match itself.
rather nicely, but he's going to get caught out in the open. That's actually a MAC-10 long range. It seems to work anyway.
Yeah.
And that will be 3-0 for ENCE.
So like whatever you do should not be taking away from the game itself. The Vitaly versus ENCE game, it should be adding to it. And right now we have all the bets, we have all the things, but at the same time we're not really, we shouldn't be taking away from the match itself by adding voices over it. Assist kills. Well, yeah, that's a better chance than I. Now it's gonna be Plum Explode. Guess they're gonna save. 1 seconds. Found.
You missed the original opportunity to lap it, Alex. We gave you the replay, so you can do it now.
Dude, like all the claps and all the cheers, that's still like one of the biggest problems I have with this whole thing. All these things on the right. I don't know, can I... Okay, I can choose active ones, I think. Ah, okay. I can spend my points here. Going down. Like, I'm hearing the cheers, I'm not hearing the casters. I'm gonna try to find, is there settings? No? It's okay, so there's no way for me to change the audio.
Even despite the fact that you're not running through flames.
Yeah, because that was the one big benefit, I guess. But the flashbangs were even pretty good. It's like they were flashed and all the way unflashed, and nothing even happened. Good Molotov there to block off one of the smokes. I think it's going to create maybe a tiny gap, maybe.
Let's see.
So I was looking for it.
There does seem to be a small one there. Maybe be able to spot the ankles. Yeah, he definitely would be able to if they crossed. Still be a relatively difficult shot hit. Maybe not for someone of ZywOo's caliber.
Yeah, there are no difficult shots for him. Is there, like, you know, it's just not something he has to deal with.
He's gonna need a nickname pretty soon as well. Oh, you already did that. Wasn't it like the
Reaper,
yeah.
We could just call him the Reaper for short, can't we?
Yeah, the stomp happened, claps, and it goes over the casters.
It probably will be. Let's not get sued.
Yeah.
Apex is on the one side with Alexi B on the other side of that squeaky door, just waiting for a minute. Looks like they still might want to try and explode onto the A-bomb side. Possibly, if they're feeling really fresh about it, they could try and you know, squeeze in through Mini as well. I really like those plays. I especially like the mini play people do really quickly sometimes. That's fun.
This is super interesting for Mens, though. I think all they really have left is either to blow up into that upper bomb site or maybe if they adjust towards ramp. But, you know, 35 seconds on the clock, they haven't done much. It's all in this hit, and Apex, he just turns the wrong moment for a flashbang. That is a great peek from Alexi as he comes in, and a second kill to crack open the upper bomb site. And there might not be any difficult shots for ZywOo, but that is a difficult scenario to put yourself in a position in heaven with that 8
Okay. Well, now I'm at least gonna get the bomb win because they have to save at this point.
To preserve the weapons.
Yeah, instantaneously almost. They just give it up. A bit of a bad timing there for Apex. I'm surprised that RPK's flashbang didn't do more. It felt like 3 of them ran into it, but they just got the shot on in anyway.
Okay, so that's my score. Those are the points I can use for these. I think that's team's score. Yeah. Okay, so fan amount, team score. I'm just trying to read out all the information I have here.
Kind of tick away.
Go on.
Crazy is about to be up 10-6 over FaZe on the B stream. So if you'd like to watch that, StarLadder, twitch.tv/StarLadder_CS_EN2.
Oh, all right.
Nailed it.
You've really got it going on. It's good. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Hunter's cousin team versus Nico's cousin's team.
It's a strange affair.
I kind of like it. I think it's good. We've got a real story building.
Yeah, family turmoil. Ooh, no, that was a perfect flat.
Do I earn more cards by doing something? Because like these player cards, all cards in the player card stacks are always in play. So does it matter which one of these I choose? No. No. Because this is the stack and all of these are in play. I think. So why is this an option for me? Okay, because it's a collection. So I probably earn the cards by doing something. So I have to choose, like, do I want to buy this one and this one, or do I want to save up and buy all of these? And okay. There's common, rare, epic cards. Okay. So now, because I'm like testing it, I have all of them open, but usually I wouldn't. They can't save 2 rounds, can they? No, they can save the next round and then they're gonna have to die.
So I think he just obviously had the angle before he got blind, and
Didn't care apparently.
all you can really do in that situation is hold the trigger,
Just
and pray to whichever god you believe in.
meditated his way out of that flashbang. Really cool. Well, we've got AKs in that AWP now on Alu, and we were really quite pleased.
I don't really like all the options for the cards.
Crisp and smooth, and
There's
Saibu, so
not
timing not
that
working.
many options.
There has to be a limit to what this man can do anyway. So let's
Well, there are different options, but they are not options that I would like ever choose.
Nice boost. That is so clever.
And I don't think there was an option for me to choose that my team will lose this round.
Decent match from Alu there.
And what a flash.
For if I think that ENCE is gonna lose a round, I wanna be able to bet on that round. That hey, we're gonna lose this round.
Solid in this event so far.
Like if we're running pistols against weapons, I wanna say that hey, we're not gonna win this round.
Here, Alex, there's absolutely nothing you can do for the time being.
Because I know I'm being a fan of a team, but
Smoke and you're at a disadvantage.
I still have to be able to bet realistically.
As just willing to let him sit there and take care of the rest of his teammates. And now a 4-on-1 with his position known, and Alex just needs to try and get out.
Alu's there to catch it perfectly at the corner. They knew that he had escaped down the vents already.
Okay.
Triple kill for Alu and a double for LXCB and a 5th round on the board for ENCE. The beginning of this match has really gone much better for ENCE than I was expecting. Vitality definitely off to a rocky start.
Who has the most
I guess
kills?
that is something.
Yeah, that is one thing you can hang your hat on. That is a beautiful job from Alu from all events. An impromptu boost and
Assisted round. I have no idea what ADR means, but that might be a me problem. ADR. No, I don't know. What in the last 3 rounds? I'm gonna save it aerial because I don't know what's going on.
we've seen this has been like a tale of two vitalities in this event so far because their previous
Zerg
games
has 4.
were phenomenal, and obviously this one's not done. Plenty of time
Alex
to
has 5.
but you'd hope you're not getting the vitality from the challenger stage. It's a bit shaky, a bit rocky. This is not the time for that.
No, I mean the dream surely is that was the wake up call.
Can I enlarge this somehow?
I think that's how you had to.
No.
For that being a vitality fan, but
These calls from
Because that would be great to
It's gonna be a timing
be able to choose the size for this.
just recently they've really abused outside once or twice. So there's an emphasis on the outside defense for Vitality. Apex
Because like stretching this to like here and here
defense everywhere else.
wouldn't take away from this, but would still give me more
Opportunity for headshots. Like, we're rotating
view of the actual game I came here to watch.
Now that the utility comes in, he backs off, and NBK's got to sink into the bomb site. That's well played from the Vitality defense.
yeah, it really is. I'm actually shocked that MBK stuck around to try and get that kill. He's going to go for one more. Keep spraying them down. A quick triple for him, and almost could have been a quad there. Just needed a headshot dink, but still, he did
Yeah.
more than enough.
Like now,
Now it's gonna be Sergey
I don't
versus four.
think I even have the chance to
I think this is about
choose that okay,
anything else.
ENCE will lose this round, like beforehand. Because I understand that as a fan you always wanna say, hey, we will win this, but
He came back for that. It's almost like the
you have to be able to bet
so NBK wanted to stick around.
not fairly but objectively, even if you're a fan.
NBK, obviously a massive hero with
Because then I can bet on us losing and get more of these blue points that I can use for the cheers.
hearing the shots, trying to put together any kind of information, and he's just going to have to try and stick the plan. But no, he gets off.
I guess playing both teams would enable that, but
A second round and Vitality avoid a pretty
okay.
powerful reset.
Now I'm gonna actually check all of these and
Yeah, that's great.
say more about that.
47s as well. They get to keep 4 people alive.
And that's both rounds
Yeah,
of one.
there's loses entire match,
Obviously,
but there's not
you wish you had more than two
wins round. But this is series, okay.
to where you can have a number of buys
And then there's
keep yourself, with a hold of this
multi-round.
stages.
3-round win after losing 3 rounds. I don't know what ADR is. That might be a me problem. Streaming at halftime. Yeah, and this is round. This round. Yeah. There's no we will lose this round option. As far as I know. There's defuse win, explode win, dominant round, round winner, elimination win. But we are playing Glocks against M4s. We're not gonna win this option. Because why would I bet that we will kill all of them if I don't think that? That's the thing that has to be here. Like, it doesn't have to be elimination loss or bomb defuse loss, but it could be elimination. It just could be like round loss. Wait, why do I get more score for team wins round than guessing like the actual way the team is gonna win the round? Because of course I'm gonna take this rather than these because I get more points from it. No? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. So rather than guessing the exact way we will win, just guessing that hey, we're gonna win, it's gonna give me like 3 times more points. And more points than knowing that with everyone's gonna have more than 50% health. I'm getting more points from that. Okay. It might be just for this single round, but I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Why is it all Allu? Why can I not choose team leader Sergey? Is it because he still has it? No? Okay. I don't know what that means. Let's go with this one. And here my options are these. Let's see. Wildcard. I think these are like the least fun options that I've found. Turnaround is good. Friendly fire is fun. But I wouldn't say that these are bad options, but I wish there would be more options. Like higher profit options with lower chances, like maybe not just friendly fire, but team kill. That the teammate gets killed and you get like 150 points from that. Because this is wildcard, so this is where you should have a lot of like fun, random, weird options. Or that your teammate dies while planting the bomb, your teammate dies while defusing the bomb. Just the lack of options is what's bothering me the most about the wildcard section. That's wildcard, and this is still wildcard. Wait. Okay, so there's 2 wildcard slots. Turn on team assist, turn on team. Just wait there. Get going, and okay. So it is the same. I can just use one of them. And I still don't understand the point of these. It's all the stacks are in play. Like, do I get more points from the one I choose, or what's the point here? Why can I choose one of them if that doesn't give me like extra points for that one? Who knows? Yeah, next round.
Yeah, that's something to really look for, I think, and something that they need to sort of build something up on now. Their money's actually looking a little bit better than you would have expected, it being 5-2, probably for that reason. So, the smokes outside getting absolutely cancelled, but NBK will still go down to Sergey. Now Aerial waiting the edge. There's just a gap there. Apex going to be taking down LXCP, and on the other side waiting. He might not know this, but it's both Taivu and Alex. Is he going to even check for it? They might just forget about Alex at this point in time. He's turned his back there right behind him with 2 players. He's infiltrated the whole.
I like the fact that they're actually shouting Ense when the cheer gets chosen. They're actually shouting the team name, which is great because that actually makes makes it feel like it's actually happening. It's actually people cheering for the round. But at the same point, I don't like the fact that it's going over the casters. Like, at least give me the option to change the volume of it. Because I like it, but I also like hearing the casters. I want it to be background noise. And because there's the effect happening that it's like a speaker getting turned on, that you hear when it starts and ends. Because all the background noise just goes away.
You obviously you only have control of whatever you're doing. You can't really control how fast ends are gonna be. If they wait like 2 more seconds, then maybe it's even timed even better somehow. It's hard to know.
If this is live fans, then this is funny because there's 0 on the Vitality side.
People are looking, his teammates are looking at the radar and seeing that blue dot outside, but no kills coming, and then you're getting killed from terrorists coming from that same position. That's where it gets frustrating, especially as a teammate. But all that frustration,
I have no idea what's the difference between these.
Yeah, it's a good job, isn't it? Same flashbang being set up here. We've got Tech9's in play.
As far as I know, that's the end shout. I'm guessing that's gonna be a wave of sorts. Like, that's either gonna be like wave or just a big move.
hoping that's going to confuse some of these defenders to push and try and walk into his crosshair. 17 HP. Another smoke drops is going to block his vision as well. And now he's got to be the proactive one.
Really tough position here for him. I mean, again, a kill really does make a big difference right now. Vitality surviving with 3 members. Again, would
There's a lot of empty space here on the left that I hope that OBS is capturing the mouse. But basically here on the left under the yellow point, there's a lot of empty space that could be used to show the current stat board. So you can see how many kills, assists, deaths people have. It doesn't have to be used for that, but it's still empty space that's not used for anything. Of course, you don't want it to be too cluttered on the screen, but to be able to bet on who has the most kills next round, it would be helpful to have all the stats shown. And right now, the last sentence that the caster said, I just couldn't hear because of the screaming crowd.
Yeah, that would change the game, I guess, wouldn't it? What do you mean, like have it bound to a button and just press it?
I have it bound to
Like this. If we're not winning rounds, I don't want to say that, hey, we're gonna win this round. Like right now, it's that's P250s or Glocks against AKs, M4s, AVPs. Yeah, we're not gonna win this round. So why would I say that we're gonna win this round? Like, yeah, round winner is still the biggest. Wait, why can't I choose round winner? Is it because I have it already? Yeah, that's why. That still has the most scores, but I wanna choose we don't win this. Like, we're not gonna win this round, as far as I'm thinking, so why should I be betting on the round winner? I want Vitaly to be the round winner here. Let's loser. I don't wanna, yeah. This is the only place where I can bet on losing. But I'm not gonna be betting on the whole match losing, I'm gonna betting on the single round. All of this is useless because I can't do anything with these. As if I can read the sentence like correctly. Two assisted kills. Probably. That if they're gonna say, they're not gonna say, but that's still gonna be if they go slow.
But sometimes the corpses can be a little bit of a tricky situation, can't they?
As we just saw. Just pistols, finally the Ents attack has been forced into lower economy. ZywOo with an opening kill. That's on Alexi as he drops away. No one trying to hunt him down, and that Molotov is late. Just on their
The
heels.
crowd reactions are not going in sync with what's happening in the game,
He's ready and waiting.
which takes away a lot
He's gonna
from the idea of it.
Here they are. It could be a shooting gallery, a follow-up headshot. That's from NBK
Yeah.
backing him up perfectly.
Like, I knew that we were gonna lose this round, or I guessed, and I had no way to bet on it.
They've been smoking out a lot out in the yard, making his life a little bit rough, and there's been some rounds where that A-bomb has been lost before he really gets put into play.
You would imagine that with the emphasis we saw on Ensign that upper bomb site in the first 8 rounds of this game, that has to be part of the game plan. Is just let's just avoid ZywOo.
They're buying full,
Catch fire.
so now I'm gonna guess that they're gonna win this,
Try and see if you could
because I have no reason not to,
I wonder if that means they'll swap ZywOo around. Just say like, all right, fine.
like, bet on them here.
Or if they're going to be behind that wall of smokes, then we'll just do something else.
That's the chess match. Is who adjusts first? Do they move ZywOo or does Ents change their point of attack?
Like, I have no idea what this one is,
Smokes, they're at least trying to
or this one. Like, they're gonna stomp something, I guess.
people are coming behind those smokes.
All of these take 8,000 points collectively, so why should I choose this over this? Why should I choose this over this? What's the difference between these?
Oh my god, that was perfect.
Okay, that's clapping, that's cheering, and
BK gonna go down. There's two people on the other side.
that's me doing a wave.
Through, so sort of an
Is there any difference?
ZywOo wants to. He really wanted to go and check that, but again, kind of grenaded away from that position. And RPK not ready for it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching Sergey in that lobby, swapping out to the M4 as ZywOo. We'll see what he's got. Blind. Sergey can't get the follow-up. 3 on
Good.
1 for Apex.
Now just kill Apex and we're good.
I really like play in towards lobby because you can see as some of the kills are coming out from his team onto the Vitality defense, he keeps getting taking just.
Is he gonna save? No, because it's 1v3 and they're already taking damage, so there's no reason to save on it.
Drop on towards Hut, and that information is valuable for Sergey. So I think he's done a phenomenal job. Obviously,
I actually think that the blue tint is coming from the program and not the game itself.
Apex probably
Like the screen itself, I mean.
try and go for something.
So that has to go.
I think he realized that it's just going to be almost a
Because all of the match, all of it just looks like it has a weird blue tint.
Was it Alu or Alexi B waiting
And
there?
that's not needed in any way.
Okay to return back.
Sergey.
Sergey, yeah, so just slowly walking into his crosshair and just wasn't even ready for it. You could see mentally he was just thinking about something else. A 6th round on the board now for Ents.
Well, it's frustrating. That's what makes the play from Sergey so strong is because we saw RPK. He was
Close to first in points, but I don't have anything. That's not happening. Yeah, after we won, the round winner is still the biggest score-wise. So why would I ever choose any of these? I'm guessing that this is like rarer. Epic, it's equals 3. And 3 different pace and card rarity. So I guess these are epic. Because no, that's epic. Because it's red. So these are common. And that's epic. But there's no reason for me to care about cheer points, as far as I know. Because Arena Buzz should be the only one that actually gets me personally gear, items, anything. Like, that's the one that makes me a winner. The cheer points are more of like a... Not unnecessary, it's like a big part of the whole thing, but that's not something that I'm gonna be personally invested in as much as the cheer Arena Buzz. Because that's what's gonna get me to be a winner, that's what's gonna get me on top of the scoreboard. So I'm always gonna go for the one that is closest to my bet and has the most Arena Buzz. Although, based on the whole game, I should be going for this one. If I think that's gonna happen. Like, if I had a round winner with 100 Arena Buzz and a round winner with 50 Arena Buzz, but an epic value, so it gives me 3 cheer points, I would still be going for the common value round winner. Because then I would get most Arena Buzz. So, I don't know. Does the company that's doing this game want me to focus on Arena Buzz or cheer points? Because still, I have no idea what it means if our team wins the cheer off. Is it just Like, are we just trying to annoy the other team's fans by showing that we are better fans? There's more of us. We are better at betting than them. Or is there like a system that gives me something if our team wins the cheer off? So is there any reason for me to go for cheer points over arena buzz? That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing here. And the number here that tells us how many people there are cheering for the team, it doesn't seem to correspond with how much cheer points are being used here, but that might be just because this is a test version and not actually live players. I think we're gonna win this round. But if I wouldn't think that we're gonna win this round, I still wouldn't have any way to say that we're not gonna win. First round. There's no settings, there's no nothing for me to change the audio, the blue hue, the screen size. I personally need a lot of customization because for me there's a lot happening in this HUD that I don't want. Like not here, this is just a menu. I can live with this. But in the game itself here, I have no place to check what these cheers on the side do.
Pretty good start. Things looking decent. I wouldn't say it's at a point where
That audio was weird.
either team
I clicked it 5 times and I just heard
blocking the smoke. Alex, that's really making it work, isn't he?
Not even using a Molotov.
Okay, so I was hearing the start of the ends like 5 times.
Sufficient. Here's the flash for Ariel to peek in towards Secret. Ariel and Alu working together. There are 3 players essentially outside this triangle setup. Nate could do a decent amount of damage, and it will. It just goes far enough. 58 HP on Ariel, a Molotov to try and force him into the crosshair of ZywOo, but I think that missed its mark.
They do have guns, so I think they have a chance of winning this.
He knew exactly what it was for as well. He took a decent amount of damage as that spread.
Did not want to walk into anything. Now NBK actually in a little bit of a scary position here. They are further out than he even realizes right now.
I do like that this is giving me more to do when watching the game,
Now it looks like they want to see if they can
because it's making me focus on things that I usually wouldn't focus. It's making me focus on who has the most kills. It's making me focus on are they acting fast or slow? Should I bet on them not doing damage for 10 seconds? Because usually I'm only focusing on certain plays. Do they win the round? Stuff like that that actually like matters
They felt that coming.
in me being a fan
Side really
of a team.
quickly to get back in towards inner. Alex over by the door in the vent. Obviously ZywOo was up in heaven as well, so he was going to be quick into the action.
But for me, what I would want is
Good read of what's coming.
more betting options in all of these.
Sergey trades it back.
Something that explains me what ADR is, because I have no idea what ADR is, and it's not telling me like anywhere. And more options, a lot more specific options. Because for me in betting, it's a lot more fun to bet on a certain thing happening than like a round winner, frag leader. Like me choosing who does the first kill, me choosing who is the first one to die. Things like that that have a small percentage chance of them happening actually. Like someone being shot through a wall is something that rarely happens. So it should have a lot higher profit to it in the arena buzz, I mean. So you actually have that high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward thing that's gonna make it a lot more exciting. I shouldn't be able to change round winner, etc. during the round, but there should be some live bets that I can do. Like if there's a 3 to 5 situation with 30 seconds to go, the bomb is planted, there's 3 CTs, 5 terrorists, it should give me the option to choose, will they clutch this? And saving would be not clutching. Stuff like that that gives me invested throughout the round, because right now I'm just clicking boxes and hoping that they go. Of course, still the idea is to watch the game, but with how small the game is compared to all of the sidebars or the 4 different tiers here, then we have to focus on the betting itself. Because I can still watch the game and choose like 1 out of 2 options that pop up on the left side. The left side is still open, full of space. It could be used for the clutch, for example. It's easy for make it recognize that okay, the bomb has been planted, and then give me an option: will the team that I'm cheering on win the round or not? At that point, if we planted it, I can choose: will they win the defend? It shouldn't be a high arena boss for that one, because most of the time it's gonna be clear which team is gonna win at that point. But it still would be like an active bet that keeps me invested in the last 30 seconds of the round. And stuff like that. Just give more for me to do. And a lot of more options. Like here, I should be able to choose from all the players. I think this might be changing like actively. I don't know. I can't remember that well. There should be team names here. Like, who is this guy? First player on opponent team to die 10 times. It should read like player name will be the first to die 10 times. For example, just make this better for new people, because I'm not that invested in this certain esports scene. So for me, knowing the players of Italy by face, for me to know what ADR means, there's no help for me in that sector. So it raises the bar for people to be like wanting to be active in this fan community and making actual like, give me a reason to choose one of these 4, one of the 4 tiers on the right. There has to be a difference in them, like an active difference that gives me a reason to choose this over this. Now I want to choose this, now I want to choose this.
He will be, but he's pretty close. See, that's going to make a difference. He almost took a bullet through the smoke there.
I like that we're using the left side to show what has happened. Like, from where have I gotten scores this round? So now I understand that's why it's empty, the left side. Okay. I'll look at 3 headshots, so I got 30 points from that. I got 190 points from the 10-second slows, as far as I can see. Did we lose this round or win this round? Yeah, we won this round, and I still didn't see the round winner points on the right. And that gives 100 points, so I don't know why I didn't see that there.
And Alu just charging the yard, not even worried a little bit about running into any of that, although maybe he should be. Alex is up there behind the container, could be throwing a grenade that could take him down.
Good job. That was actually nice. Like here, I'm choosing the foot one, because that seems the closest to activating. And here, down here, the bar between the 2 teams is almost in the center. But the visual here showing the teams in the crowd are showing our team almost taking the whole like arena. So that doesn't correspond, at least like in real time. No. How did 2 people die to Deagle without even being like 1 Deags?
AK-47 going to return a little bit of a fire through the bomb though. It's on X7. He has a smoke.
Like right now, there should be an active bet. It's 1v1, 30 seconds to go. There should be ENCE wins this round, ENCE loses this round option. It could be like here on the left of the screen. It could be here in the empty space. It could be down here. Down here would be best because then it wouldn't get on top of anything. Like this. This is an exciting 1v1 before the halftime. So this is where I wanna bet. So close to first place. How did I get first place here? Okay, so this is the last round. So if the terrorists went here, then I'm gonna get this halftime leader. But why would I ever choose halftime leader before the last round? That's what I'm gonna see here. Will I get like any points because I've kept it for the whole time? Like, is there any point in me choosing halftime leader at the first round? Because I knew that we are T-side nuke with ENCE. So my guess is that we're gonna win the first halftime. Because ENCE nuke T-side strong. As far as I can see. So that's why I chose this like on round 1. But points wise, maybe it would have been smart to choose You Got Cocky. Because I can get those points before the halftime comes, and then last round change to United We Stand, Divided You Fall, or halftime leader. So it should tell me, is there any point for me to take it before the final round, before the halftime? Like, lack of information is still the biggest issue here. I don't want there to be like a huge tutorial with text, but it should be a lot more clear how the points are spread out. Is there any reason for me to choose this early or before the final round? Text explaining when this card activates. Okay. So I know that's when the card activates. I don't know if there's like a multiplier. Because I would guess that if I choose it earlier, there would be a multiplier, because then I would have no information before I choose it. But I don't know. Might be just me.
Bomb site. You could see ZywOo kind of second guessing where that plant was going to come in, never able to get into proper position.
I wish I could get reactions of Apex every round. Just face cams of him.
I feel like Apex should start like a Patreon so that you can just hire him for day to react to everyday life. Upper rush coming in and Apex.
Oh, no.
This upper defense has really solidified as the half went on. The 7th round for the French defense.
Yeah, that worked out remarkably well. Another clear cut defense.
What? Okay, so I got a card pack. And I got experience that gives me something. Okay. Okay. So now I got round loser. Okay. Now everything makes a lot more sense. So round loser and round winner are two very important ones. Because that actually gives you a chance to choose. The points on round winner, being 100, should be lower than elimination win and bomb defuse win. Elimination win or bomb defuse win should be higher, because those are specific results. Not just an overall win of a round. It's actually you choosing one of these two options. It's if you win the elimination win and bomb defuse win are both round winner choices. So of course they're gonna choose round winner if you think they're gonna win, because that's when you get the most points. They're all common cards, so there's no tier point advantage to all of them. It goes the wrong way around. Round winner should be 30 points or 50 points, elimination win, bomb defuse win should be 100. Because those are like a lower chance of happening. They are specific. You are choosing a specific way in which your team wins. High risk, high reward. Low risk, low reward. Round loser is gonna make this a lot more exciting. Because even if I'm a fan of a team, I'm still gonna bet like I'm betting money. So I'm gonna bet realistically. What I think will happen, I will bet on that. So getting that actually makes this a lot more fun. So I think the first cards you get should be round loser and round winner with low arena boss value. Like 30, 40. Because those should be like your base cards that you choose. That okay, round winner, that's a lame choice. Round loser, that's a lame choice. You're not choosing how they're gonna lose, how they're gonna win. And it gets more exciting when you can actually choose, like risk everything on the bomb defuse win. That okay, they're gonna win, and it's gonna be a bomb defuse win. You're betting on a more specific cause, so you should get more points. Then I got grenade use, maybe. I'm gonna check like all the new ones that I got. Wild card, there's not much there. They wins entire match. Ooh. Total domination is fun, but like the problem with these ones are that I can like choose total domination until it's like impossible for Ents to win. Like yeah, like right now. There's no reason for me now to choose total domination because they already have more than 5 wins. So why would I choose this round 1? I can just choose this like in the early game, and as soon as the opposing team gets 5 wins, I can just change it. No. This bet should be something that you bet like in the start and you can't change. Because right now there's no point in this whole thing. Like if we're like losing 14-1, of course I'm gonna choose match loser. Like duh. I'm not dumb. I can count. So this one should be locked after first round. Because right now it's not me betting proactively on the match winner. It's me choosing match winner like before every round. Like if it's match point for us, then I'm gonna choose match winner. If it's match point for them, I'm gonna choose match loser. If it all comes down to one round, then it actually becomes like a 50-50 choice. But I don't. There's no way for it to come down to one round, so it's always gonna be me choosing the one option possible. So this whole section here does no sense in this. Because if I can change this without it affecting my arena buzz, then there's no value in that. Close half. That's a good one. Like it's barely. Yeah. That's a good one. But I think the 8-7-7-8 should be like both ways. I'm guessing it is because it's not saying that specifically. Or then give me instantly 2 cards that I can choose between like 8-7 and 7-8. Yeah. But I'm gonna continue with my team frag leader here. The wild card I checked. The round winner. Round loser, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, let's continue the game.
Have sex, stuff like that.
Jesus.
What those movies about, basically.
Well, yeah, there was the whole porta potty scene as well.
I like the fact that I'm in the crowd here. That's me actively.
Aerial, long range.
But the name could be smaller and more lower. Just less clutter on the screen.
Looking for the shot at the moment. He's seen one. Now he's engaged in the fight, and he's not falling back. He does have Alu to watch the cross as well, so a small bit of support. But at the moment, he's not afraid of this fight whatsoever. But he should.
Ooh, that's nice.
Just annihilates him.
Couldn't really see Alu,
Yeah.
think. Alu just playing cleverly at the corner. Oh my lord, he takes down 2.
Yeah. So X7 basically just won us the round here.
Without a reload, and Sidewalk on the other side, X7
Or not, or not.
why he wanted to follow that up. That looked absolutely beautiful.
That's not what I want to see. Like right now, I'm gonna go for the shouting ends because that's the closest to actually activating.
Alexi's gonna have to come up the vents, and Alu is flanking from the lobby.
Alexi B, come on.
Apex is actually deep outside as well.
Like right here,
Here comes Alu, big fight.
if we win by
That puts Apex into a
defusing the bomb
position. He's gotta get into this inner bomb site.
or killing both of them, like before they plant, I'm gonna get the same amount of points. But if I choose specifically bomb defuse, then yeah. If I choose the bomb, then like only bomb defuse win, I'm getting 30 points. If I choose round winner, I'm getting 100 points. Like, I know that you can see what's the problem here. The card with the higher chance of activating has a higher reward. So that's low risk, high reward. And that's just, that doesn't work in a betting set. Like, of course, it's not a problem for me. I like getting 3 points, but it's making these two cards like useless, completely useless. I would never choose any of these two unless I didn't have the round winner card. So I guess that's the point here, that you want to get the round winner card as soon as you can, and then just forget about those. But there should be a balance to keep as many choices as you can, like free for you to use. Just your friendly fire, get going. Yeah, I still think get going is the best one.
Kevin Costner, though, is the man.
Good job, Allu.
Waterworld.
Right. I don't know what that says about you, Moses, but yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to judge that at all.
I know that that's not a part of this program, but for me as a viewer, the biggest thing that I would want is to be able to press tab and see the in-game scoreboard, like how the players see it when they click tab. See the kill stats, all of that.
Surely they're not remaking like the biggest flop in movie history.
That's like the biggest thing for me.
I would watch that.
Of course you would. Alexi gonna try and delay things with the flashbang. He knows there's some pressure. Molotov as well to hold them back. And actually, that is so perfectly timed that it really neutralizes the Molotov that Vitality has thrown, which is
I don't know if there's like any reason for me to save these blue points, but I'm gonna try it.
On the other side, be a little bit careful there.
Like save them and then use a bulk,
Picked up by MBK. Always interesting.
because I want to see what the trample actually does. And if I choose a lot point for the trample, I'm guessing the
Vitality's coming back up
AI
to the bomb site.
fans will actually choose it too.
Pressure here. A couple of their players outside Zaru and RPK out in the warehouse. Not going to apply any pressure to the bomb site itself. Perhaps going to try and wrap around towards ladder, where there is no one. It's Sergey inside the bomb site that's got to manage two angles.
Oh, there's one problem here, though, for Vitality, in spite of getting the opening kill, and that's the time that's left on the clock. 25 seconds. This could be fine if there are no hiccups, but any kind of speed bump, and they're going to run into some trouble just on the clock alone. Saibu goes down. Apex has got the bomb, and he's going to get still in the real now. 15 seconds left, and still on the bomb site. Sergey, oh, what a beautiful grenade. Lands right on his feet, and that means they should be able to get the bomb plant here. NBK with the MP5 taking down X7, and it leaves Alu in a 1 versus 3. He's got to pick up one kill, but not checking the corner just yet, and he's going to get double time there. NBK to get the kill, but Alex would have been there otherwise as well. So
I'm so close to number 1, but I just can't break through the gap. I have to do something here. What am I not getting? I think I got this one here. Okay, halftime leader. I shouldn't have anything anymore. Yeah, so now you got too cocky is the only one that can actually get me points. So I want to just use that, because that's my only option. And like, when you only have a single option, it basically neutralizes the whole card completely. So like, at least give me 2 options at a time. They could be similar, but at least like 2 options. Like, do I have to unlock team frag leader Sergey, like differently? Or how is it made? Dead's companion is fun. That's one-time card. Okay, that's cool. But I still don't have a name for these players, so I'm gonna have to like hope that their faces are similar to what they have on the small screen here. And then I have to hope that the camera goes to them so I can see their death count. So I'm just gonna choose the Aerial again. Although I don't know how many kills Allor Aerial has, so... But that's map end. So there's no reason for me to choose this now, because that's map end. So that card is useless until the final round. So consistent killer is the one I'm gonna go for here. Yeah, team carry is right before half round, and team frag leader is right before match end. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cars that are useless for the rest of the game. So I'm gonna go for... No, there's no consistent killer Allu, so I'm just gonna go for this one. Team assist, that I still think that's nice. Out of my options. Okay, I'm actually getting into this. Because it's 8-9. And I haven't seen this game before, so I have no idea what's happening here. Or what's gonna happen. I'm gonna save up for the trample. Fast clicking one of the buttons just make the audio not bug out, but be annoying. Because it starts the same audio clip, like over and over. So it just sounds like click 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 when you get the food sound or the end sound. So if I click it like 13 times, then I should just hear the ense once and not hear it start 13 times. And try to keep an eye on the right side and see how much they affect the meter, what they do in the animation, and see if there's any difference on them. Apex, no.
Down to 24 seconds here, so again I'm getting slightly worried about the time that's left for the Vitality team. X7 going to be going down, and now on the cross here, the CC, 15 seconds now, they need to get that bomb plant, don't stop for it, Cypher, good one.
The most important thing here is that there is no chat. That's the best thing that I see, is that there's no chat option. Because a chat option always just invites problem. Like if I want to chat, I can go to the Twitch stream. But here, if there would be a chat option here, then that would just be awful. Because that would need either censoring or monitoring, and that's just too much work. And I don't want to see 13-year-old people shouting. Yeah. So right now there's like 3 major things that I've seen that need to be fixed to make this more enjoyable for me. Like at least 3, maybe 4. And I'll recap them at the end, like more clearly. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. Now I have to cheer because that was so cool. Come on. Like I'm actually reacting to this because it's the first time I've seen this match. That was cool, but unfortunately the wrong team did that. Yeah. No, I'm gonna win. Like I wanna see our economy before I vote. And that's something that's not happening here. Yeah. You're not giving me any chance to see our economy before voting. During the last round, I tried to look at it, but it was hard to see every player's economy. So I don't know if we have money to buy or not. I'm gonna guess not. Like, because I have no information here. Yeah. We had money to buy. I didn't know that. So now my bet was just a 50-50 chance instead of being like an educated guess. But that was like my fault because I didn't check the economy before the round ended.
We'll see. See how Vitality's T side can stack up. All 5 players in lobby, no one outside for the moment. Alex gonna readjust to
Like now I can see that they have no money after this round.
smokes, and they're gonna go for late control of outside.
10-9. What a great way to get a best of 3 of this caliber started. Just close
Yes.
game, nobody running away with anything. Both teams, I would say, playing really solidly at the moment. Still would like to see a little
I
bit
should
more
be
clearance
getting
in
a
the
card
angles.
here soon.
Lucas a hard map to do that with sometimes, and maybe he's gonna get a chance a little bit later.
There's
on.
been a lot of 10 seconds without doing damage and I'm not getting cards.
He's not doing that really. Aerial, edge of the smoke, and
I guess it like starts after the first damage. Yeah. Now I lost a bet before because of my own stupidity. But I'm still thinking close. 50 points, that's a difference. Okay. We have money to buy, so we're gonna win this. Attack pause, okay.
I actually almost don't even mind the fact that Zyru's having a quiet game. I think the last have a little bit more faith in this
If you can
without him.
use this program to watch like games that have happened before. So if this program is not for only live games but recorded games, just like I'm using it now, there should be a way for me to skip the tactical pause. Like anything like that makes it more enjoyable. Like getting me straight to action is something I want if I'm doing watching a recorded video. In CSGO, the good thing is that the tactical pauses are not that long. I think it's like, is it like a minute max? Or even less? Like right here, it was maybe like 20-30 seconds. So that's not that bad, but if there ever is a moment that maybe there's a computer not working, they have to spend multiple minutes, maybe even 10 minutes to fix something, give me the option to skip that part. If you can do recorded videos. If it's live, then there's nothing we can do, but if it's a recorded video of a game that had like a 5-minute pause, then there should be either an automatic skip or a skip option.
Vitality. We had a couple of rounds so far here in the second half where they really ran the clock down very low. So just gonna keep an eye on that. I don't mind low, but
What worries me about this round at the moment is look at how aggressive Apex is with the bomb. He's kind of all alone and isolated. If the bomb goes down in this scenario without enough teammates around, there's no ability to trade, then I mean, it's going to be really, really difficult to recover. Leg shot onto Alu.
I don't like how this is going.
With that positioning outside, has been able to just kind of take his time and peek into the various defensive.
Okay, kill NBK, kill NBK.
He's forced to be aggressive.
Please.
yeah, he's very
Good, 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 good.
him down, but now is there gonna be any backup or they're just gonna try
Okay, so it's 2v,
upstairs for Apex, and that is actually the bomb
1v3.
Cyber now low
Good.
for 7 seconds
Like
with 1 or 2 kills.
130.
Battle there. So Ends take the lead at 11.
I'm so close, like 30 points behind.
Because that really takes the decision making away from Vitality. Like, yeah, you
I don't think I can get first place with how it is now.
force NBK to get aggressive before he wants to. The hit
Turnaround is like the only thing that's gonna get me more points.
throw for those players to get out of heaven. There's
Okay.
to have a half second coming in through Mini.
So right now I'm at a position where I cannot get first place as far as I know. Without farming the turnarounds, but if they don't happen, then I'm like crapped.
Whatever you want to call it.
But if the bomb defuse, bomb plant, elimination win had more points than round winner, then I would have an active way to try to increase my points.
I like the idea of him reacting to different things. You know,
Like,
It's like the guy you want to bring
I could take the option to, okay, now I have to get more points, so I choose the lower chance one to get more points.
YouTube clips and
But I don't have that option because they are not balanced correctly.
Aerial.
Like at least make the elimination win and the defuse win be Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, give more like the blue cheer points, because then at least I have like any reason to choose them over the round winner. Because right now you have created two options that are useless for me, because there's no reason for me to take them in any situation.
Again, letting the clock run down after that first kill. And they're going to time this perfectly.
Okay, so there's nuke, that's to Mirage.
Gives up any information he was going to have out here. Now he's found ZywOo crossing over towards Secret. That's the bomb as well. ZywOo going to come back and actually... That one's not spotted, so the fact that the bomb is actually coming back towards...
There are some problems with the screen itself. I see a lot of like pixelation tearing on the sides, especially on the left and right side here. So that doesn't look nice. On top of here, I have a random corner and a black bar. So that just looks like unclean and unprofessional. Fixing that makes it look a lot better itself. Those are like small things that don't matter to the gameplay itself, but they are things that I don't see any like reason why not fix them. I'm getting close. I'm like 30 points from number 1. I hope this program just makes me number 1 at the end. I'm not getting experience during the match, so I don't have any new options. Okay. Okay. So like now, if you can hear this audio, then just hear how this sounds when I click this 10 times. Yeah. That's not enjoyable. And I don't want to click it slowly one by one. It works properly when it activates like fully with the 8000 cheers. But when I click it personally, it's just awful, the audio. I don't know why the camera just showed us ramp for without there being any people there. But I guess that's a stream problem and not the program. Not the program, but the stream camera operator itself. Okay. 3v1, good. Because I need them to win, because that's my 100 points one. I'm constantly 30 points behind first. So is there any way for me to get like 30 more? No, turn around I can't choose. Cocky is my only option. A Fike, as far as I know. Total domination would be really good, but there's no way for that to happen anymore. There's Allo has 21. Okay, so I'm gonna go for... No, that's half. There's no reason for me to choose any other than what I have here. Well, that's not fun. Gonna change it just for me to get a chance here. I can't, that's so pixelated. Okay. I'm gonna check it next round. Let's go. Yeah, I think X7 is the one I'm gonna go for. Let's check the economy. T-side buys next round. Yeah. That's good. I'm constantly like just a bit over like 30-40 points before first, so that's really close.
Yeah, they're not just sort of building a bunch of rounds here, but they're also building a pretty good economy and they're keeping vitalities low.
Good deck. I'm gonna change consistent killer to X7. I think that's X7. Yeah, it's X7. Where's X7 playing? Is he rafters or ramp.
didn't they? But it looks like
He is playing.
vents up there at the T roof. That's usually where you want to end up if you are going to be throwing Molotovs onto the hut, which would suggest probably some kind of an A execute on timing. See how they do.
This is Entz's map pick. So a victory here, and they're just kind of holding home court. Nothing too crazy.
And it's also the team that took down Astralis finally on Nuke. So
Yeah.
Wasn't it Furia that had the first win on Nuke?
The Furia.
I think they're the
Just waiting for them to execute is still
No, actually, it was Entz. You're right. It was
still like very passive.
Oh, look at the Molotov there.
Ooh, Alexi Bay just going from Molotov to Molotov. I don't know how to make the waiting more active. There's not many bits you can do at that point. Maybe like choosing if they execute during the next 10 seconds, but I don't think that's worth it. That's gonna make it just too random. Come on. They're all so low, but at least Allo just needs one hot. Just take one out. Good. Don't fail that, don't fail that. That's good. Sorry. I just blew to the mic. That's good. Because I need to get around winners. Now I'm 50 behind first. I would like to be able to see the top cards of other players. That if I like click or double click Conby, I'd like to see his top cards. To know that what he's betting. And that would be cool. Maybe strategize more. If I don't really know what to pick, I can see what they're picking. Go from that. Give me like more options. I can see that, okay, I cannot win without Conby failing something. So then maybe I choose something else that he chose, so that if I get points, he doesn't get points. Because if I'm choosing the exact same things that he's choosing, then there's never gonna be a way for me to get above him. Because if we have the exact same choices, then there's never gonna be a chance for me to get from 7th to 1st. Wait, what's happening here? Yeah, the next round just... Okay, I know. I was too slow, but this is the first time that the round has started without me being there, like actively watching it. So that's a problem. Because this is a pre-recorded game, so that shouldn't happen. I got a lot of points here. Now I'm 90 points behind first. Yeah. So I think it's like over now. Yeah, big, okay. There we go. We got a specific one. Scoped kill, AVP kill. Map end ones I don't like. I forgot to take them, that's my fault. But map end things are only useful for the last round. The halftime ones are only useful for a single round. If I choose, there should be an option for the map end ones, like another complete slot for them that locks down after the first round. That makes it a lot more like difficult in a sense, or not difficult, but it like gives any meaning to choosing the whole match winner, choosing overall dead meat, choosing overall best ADR, whatever that means. Maybe it's the same as KDR. ADR. I guess it's assist death ratio. Like because KDR is kill death ratio, so ADR is assist death ratio, as far as I know. But those should be their own category. Because right now I'm just gonna choose something else for their category until it's the final round, or until it's the final round before the halftime. Seeker, common ticket, rare ticket. Okay. Epic team captures card contain one ticket team roll unless the one tickets. Collect more tickets for higher chance to win team gear in a weekly and monthly giveaways. So they are tickets for a giveaway. Okay. I guess it's like, yeah, it's free stuff, so I can't complain, but getting tickets to a raffle rather than me getting points that at some point I can spend on gear is a lot less satisfying. Because if I got points that I can use like in a shop, like after I get like 10,000 points in a system, I could buy a mouse pad, or I could buy their AK skin or something like that. Then that would make it more satisfying for me to play until that point. Because right now, getting tickets, I could spend 500 hours watching these, playing this program, and not get anything. Or I could spend 5 minutes here and then get like the best thing there is. Like that's how I'm seeing it. So I'm betting, choosing bets, choosing cards to get points. So at some point I might be able to join a raffle. I'm betting to be able to bet, basically. And getting random things as a prize is good. Because I didn't win our team, but I still got a sticker. I got tickets. These are cool. But I'd rather get points from every place I end up. If I get 5th place, I get an amount of points. If I get 4th place, I get more points. First one should get a lot more points, and then he could get like instant gear if that's an option through that. The tickets are cool. Like I like that there's like a raffle, so you can get like higher end stuff with lower end gameplay. But there also should always be a steady way to get things just by spending hours in a game. It's nice that there's a raffle and stuff like that, so I might get like the best possible price for the lowest amount of hours spent. But right now, I don't see any way for me to know that if I spend 300 hours in this, I will get this thing. Because yeah, of course, I'm not gonna be here just 300 hours to get a mouse pad, because like by doing what I do daily with my work, I'm gonna get the mouse pad in a few hours, not like 300 hours. But if I'm gonna watch these games, then that solid amount of points that I get per game or per placement gives me a reason to use this program to watch them rather than just going to a Twitch stream. So that like gives me more incentive to use this, to have that steady growth. Like a Starbucks app. I'm still gonna go to Starbucks, but if I have the Starbucks app, then that gives me an incentive to go to Starbucks and not get coffee from some other place. Like I'm still gonna drink coffee, but that gives me incentive to drink coffee from that place. A steady way to obtain points here gives me an incentive to be here instead of another program or Twitch to watch the games themselves. The ticket stickers, of course, they are things that I get that I wouldn't get otherwise. But at some point, if you don't like win anything from the raffles, you're gonna lose interest here because the stickers probably are not something that means anything to anyone. Getting first place is not always so easy. So having some kind of steady way to obtain things slowly, probably, because you can't just give out free stuff to everyone. But yeah, a steady way brings people back even if they don't win in the raffles. Yeah. Please tell us what you think. Yeah. Well, I just basically tell that. Okay. I don't see there are any specific questions, so I'm just gonna rant for a moment. Ah, there. Thank you. Hmm. Please, sir. Okay. So I'm still Nikos Dukas. Can you explain in your own words how the product works to someone who might not have played it before? Well, as soon as I started the program, I was sent into the match with a lot of like empty slots, cards, point values. It quickly explained to me that these are the point values that are for the cheers, and these are the point values that are for you winning prizes. But I had no idea, do I have to pay in-game money to choose like all 5 slots? Do I earn cards by getting levels? It's all things that I had to experience like firsthand to know what's going on. So basically, it was all just clicking and testing and trying out. Did you have a favorite card and why? Yeah, the round winner card was my absolute favorite because it was a steady 100 points. Sorry, round winner and the round loser card because they were steady 100-point cards with a broad range of ways for them to activate. You could win by killing everyone. You could win by defusing. You could win by the bomb, like exploding. There are a lot of ways for you to get the card activated, and you still get 100 points. And that's a problem for me, because if I choose the exact way that we win by the bomb exploding. I should be getting more points than the person who just broadly said, yeah, we're gonna win. Because that's a more specific case, and that should reward you with either more buzz points or cheer points, yellow or blue points. Did you have a favorite moment when playing? If so, why did you enjoy it? Favorite moment? I'm guessing like not the favorite moment in the game itself, the Vitalis versus Ends match, but in the betting process. My favorite moment was when I got the round loser card, because that gave me the option to actually bet proactively by the economy that I see the players have. So that gave me another thing to keep an eye on, that I failed at one point, because at one point we were playing pistols against M4s and AVPs, and I didn't know our economy, so I chose round winner, and I lost the bet because I didn't read all the information given to me. Who would you recommend this product to? Think of the ideal person. The ideal person is someone that already watches the CSGO games, not someone who's just coming into the genre, because the cards, the players, none of them had any background info. ADR, a subject that's not informed to the player in any way. The lack of variety in the cards before you unlock them makes it really hard for it to be entertaining for someone who hasn't played before. So for me, this is not a product for a person who's just coming into the CSGO esports genre. This is for someone that already spends days watching these streams. They care about the teams. This is for them. I'm trying to see that. I didn't get to try playing both teams, so I don't know how the scores are there. But if playing both teams just means that I have the whole card selection open for both teams, and I have, but I'm just like not cheering for a certain team, then that's always going to be my choice. Because then I can choose that Vitalis kills 3 people with a grenade this round, instead of only choosing that Ends kills 3 people with a grenade this round. It broadens my variety and gives me more points to spend on getting gear, like actual items that I can use in real life or in game, whatever the prices are. So there should be a balance between being a fan of a team and playing it smart and trying to get as many products as you can. So that there should be a balance to that. How likely are you to use this game for watching CSGO in the future? If not, how is your existing service better? Right now, I would not use the product, mainly because of the size of the screen that I'm watching it through. The like video screen inside the game itself. it could be a bit larger. It doesn't have to be that much larger, but we should be using all the space we can for that. I might use this just because there's the option to get gear, so it gives me like an incentive to use this over just using Twitch itself. The blue hue, the blue light on the screen, the blue color covering everything. If that is actually a part of the program, then I will not use the program. Because I don't want the whole game to be colored blue just because somebody in the office thinks that that's a nice look. So that has to be taken out. At least from the game itself, like the white screen here. The white screen here. From that area, take the blue hint off. If it's meant to be a light in the arena, cool, but don't filter the game itself. I might be just seeing things, but if there's a blue hint, blue hue, blue filter covering the game itself, that has to be taken out. Do you think you would spend money on acquiring better cards? If so, what feels like a monthly amount you would spend? Money to get better cards. So basically you want this whole thing to be microtransactions, don't you? Yeah, none. Like absolutely none is the amount of money I would spend monthly on this. Because at some point it's gonna get to a point where I'm using more money on cards. Like I use 50 euros on cards, so I can finally be number one and get an ENS mousepad. Let's just say that's the gear that I get by using 50 euros on cards. I could just buy the mousepad for money myself. The whole reason why I would ever, or anyone would ever use this program, is so they can earn gear, earn items, earn prizes by doing the right bets, getting the right scores. So if you're using money to bet on things that you can buy with the money you use to bet, then that really takes all the reason out of this. Like, no one would go to a betting site online, bet 50 euros with the possibility of winning 20 euros or 40 euros. If I'm gonna spend 50 euros betting, then I'm gonna at least get 100 euros worth of stuff for the 50 euros. Or have the option to get 100 euros worth of stuff for the 50 euros. So none is the amount of money I would spend on this. Depending on the prices, of course. Because I don't know what the prices are right now. I don't know what the gear is. I don't know if there's gonna be a meet and greet with ENS that I can actually win. That could be maybe worth the money. If it's just gonna be mousepad, this keyboard, then at that point, if I have a chance of winning an 80 euro keyboard, I might spend 5 or 10 bucks on cards. Not monthly, but like once. But at some point, there's gonna be like a time that I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend money on this because there's nothing worth that much money that I could spend. Like if someone wants to spend 50 euros a month on this product, then they should be getting something worth 50 euros a month if they win. Number 8. Were you ever confused about how the product worked and when? Yeah, right as soon as I started it. Like I said at the start, I have a huge screen full of information, and it's telling me like the basics, like the rough basics, that these are cards. I have no idea. Is there a benefit to not choosing a certain slot? Now I know after I played. Maybe. There's nothing telling me will I ever get more cards. That I saw at halftime how it worked. There's nothing telling me. There's no settings. It's just the biggest problem for me because of the audio. It's like a lot of trial and error. I have a lot of like experience in things like this, in video games, in bettings, all of this. So that gave me like the possibility to click things right out, actually realize what's going on. But again, put someone who has never bet before, who hasn't watched CSGO streams in this place, and they would be pretty confused to how everything worked. on the enemy. Like this is the first enemy to get 10 death cards. There were no enemy names. So because I'm not a fan of the other team, I don't know their faces and names by memory. Or if I'm someone that's just coming into the genre, it should be like, this is the name, and then you can just check the name in game, see that they have now 9 deaths. Okay, they're gonna be the first one to get 10 deaths because they're gonna lose this round. Boom. So just more information without making everything like really cluttered. Did you have a least favorite moment and why? Yeah, my least favorite moment was when I realized that I have no chance of being number 1. Because at that point it just makes everything seem useless. I think I had no high risk, high reward cards that I could use to maybe like give me a chance to win. There was only the 500 point card that was you win with 5 rounds over a match over the halftime, and that's not a high risk card. That's just a card that you use before the final round of the halftime if you are leading by 5. So that's a low risk, high reward card that only happens in certain states. That would be a high risk, high reward card if you could only use one halftime card at the start. Being able to change the round end, halftime end, no, not round end, but halftime end and match end cards makes them useless before the final rounds. What would be your top 3 key improvements to existing feature that you would suggest? Okay, top 3 would be the blue hue, the color on the screen. The whole color gradient needs to be fixed. I need to be able to see the game as it is, not with a random blue hue on top of it. The second improvement would be audio settings. So I could choose the balance between the game/caster sounds and the cheer sounds. Because the cheer sounds were awful. Like absolutely dreadful. I like that they are there because it gives you like an audience perspective, like a feel that yeah we are cheering for the team, yeah they're shouting, there's vuvuzelas, there's clapping, there's cheering going on, chanting. But when it goes over the caster sounds, then no, I'm here to see the casters, I'm here to see the game, I want to hear them. So give me the possibility to make it quieter, or just balance it out yourself. And talking about the audio, if I click the cheer button 10 times, I don't want to hear the start of ends 10 times. So fix that, and then we're good. Second improvement would be no, that was the second improvement. Third improvement would be give me a difference between the cheer buttons on the right. Because right now there were 4 different chants on the right. There was the shout end thingy, there was the clap button, there was the stomp button, I think, and then there was the wave button. All of them cost 8,000 blue points collectively from your fan base. I don't know anything about the difference between those. Do they have any difference? And if they don't have any difference, then why would I choose, like, why wouldn't I just constantly choose the top one? Why wouldn't our fan base just always choose one of them to keep it at maximum instead of splitting the points to all 4? Like, make something happen with those. It can't be just audio or visual. There has to be some like difference between the. There has to be some difference in them. Like if it is only audio and visual, then make it clear that this does this audio, this does this visual. Like make the visuals and audio so different that you actually have a difference in what you choose. Like if I want to do like a clap stomp thing, then I'll choose this one. If I want to do the ends chant, I'll choose this one. Like give me, if I have 4 buttons, give me a difference with the 4 buttons. If you can think of one feature that this game is missing, which would be your favorite to add? Well, my personal favorite would be the scoreboard. To be able to see the in-game tab scoreboard, or just like in the bottom left, maybe like in the bottom center, to be able to see kills, deaths, economy, and player names. That would help me a lot personally, because I'm not that invested in the Kurt scene or that knowledgeable in every single team. So having that information actually makes it like how should I say, makes it more approachable. Being a beginner in the genre, in the new genre, I mean, I know all of the team from like I know all of the teams and team members from like 3 years ago. But for me to know every member of the Vitali team, to know all of their current balances and those, to be able to see those during betting would help me personally a lot. Yeah, there's not much more on the paper, but as closing statements, I would choose the audio as the biggest issue that I had. Audio is the biggest issue. After that, the biggest issue is the blue hue. After those two are done, then I at least have like an interest in using this in the future. Third thing would be the constant points that you get. It's like when you play an MMORPG, you have a percentage chance of obtaining an item from a boss, but then you also often have a steady drop that if you get 100, let's say, bones, you can then trade the 100 bones to get the item. So you always have a steady chance to get something, even though you're trying to get it also by like a percentage chance. Like, give me a reason to come here, even if I'm bad at this. Because right now, if you completely suck at doing this, then there's no reason for you to be here. Use this program. You don't gain anything from playing this badly, from not being in the top 5. If you are top 50, top 100, then you should still get like a little bit of points that you can maybe in 6 months or 7 months of using this use to get that free keyboard or a mouse pad or a sticker. Like, give everyone something that they can build up to get what they actually want. Because if someone spends enough time here to get a keyboard for free without winning it in a chance, then I'm guessing they've been here long enough for that to be worth it. But yeah, that should be all for me considering this. Just gonna check that I didn't miss any of these. I missed number 2. Walk us through your decision-making process when picking cards for the next bet. My choosing process was, is this card playable at this moment? That was the first one. Is this a halftime card? Is this a final round card? If it is a match card, that match ends with this score, I'm only going to use that on the final round. If it is a halftime card, I'm only going to use the halftime card at halftime. The second decision making process was, which card gives most yellow score? The score that actually matters for me in getting gear. The blue team cheer points were completely irrelevant for me because that doesn't actually help me obtain anything, that has no concrete value. And the next one was, of course, what was my opinion going to be on the next round. If they had a low economy and only had pistols, I'm going to choose that we win. If we had equal economy, I'm going to choose that we win. If we have no economy, I'm going to choose that we lose because there's a bigger chance of us losing pistols versus ABPs than the other way around. So first, availability, reward based on the chance, and then like what's most likely going to happen. Those are the ones. Yeah, and that should be all. Thank you. This was actually quite fun.